Alright guys, so we are hopping into a mock battle. So the reason why I'm doing a mock battle because essentially we can manipulate what kind of min-max the unit. So I have everyone on the team, pretty much everything at P5, T5, and then the pilot also P5 as well. So we can kind of simulate how good, or we're gonna find out how the Alex Gundam will work. I'm just gonna say right now, I do not have the designated pilot, so we will be doing a little bit less damage than anticipated. So let's see what Alex can do up here. So, and this is gonna be a ground map as well. So I think after this run, we will probably hop into a. I'm gonna set my own because there's definitely unit that I have that I don't have maxed up, but I do have the unit and the pilot as well. So we can kind of see what's going on. But you guys can see in this particular setup, Alex did pretty decent, if you will. Like, I'm definitely getting a GPO4 vibe for sure, so that's actually pretty impressive. Alright, so I kind of set a pretty deadly team for myself to take care of, so that's kind of funny actually. So how do we actually want to do this? So in this situation for Alex is actually not that great because there's not a blue element unit to go up against. So in this situation, you really wouldn't run a green unit in a way, but let's say you don't have any other option. This is what you have. So we're gonna do this first, and then I'm gonna try to take care of GPO4 in the back, and then I guess I can. I don't know, man. This is scuff. I gotta say, and I'm just gonna put this right here and then Zeta right there. So I even simulated using GP or Blue Destiny Unit 1. So we actually went for the real deal over here. So let's kind of say the. All right, so this is scuff, man, really scuff. Okay. All right, how are we doing? Oh, we ain't doing that bad. So Alex didn't do anything in this one. Oh, we got stunned. That's fun. Okay. Oh, we still won. Oh, sure. But yeah, in this situation, Alex wasn't really performing as good. So I guess I gotta do another attempt. But this time around, I'm gonna at least toss in one blue unit. Alright, so this time around, just two changes. I add in, what you call it, Hagashiki, and then we add in S Gundam. So, whoa, we got some blue units. So, hopefully, this time around, Alex can do a little bit better, I assume, right? So, if we have a blue unit, this is essentially what we are able to do. I think overall, like, don't expect this unit to pop any EX skill because you probably won't. Because I don't have the designated pilot, so obviously getting up EX skill would be a problem, but I think the damage itself is not bad. If you are running against a blue unit, definitely do use this one because it could be good for sure. Alright, so we're gonna hop into the double Zeta co-op here. So essentially what we are doing, we are only gonna be using 5 units for this run, and then we are gonna get a damage report for this one. Like essentially, I just want to see what kind of timer we can get, and then after we use Alex, we can kind of see how effective the buffing is. So I'm bringing in the O because the O is actually going to be a fairly nice unit in here to be kind of like our damage observing unit. So you guys can see the O is the only one that's taking on the damage, while the other units in our squad are kind of free from taking damage. So that's actually pretty good because S Gundam and then Double Zeta does not like taking hit, so that's why we do have this. So I don't think I'm gonna play the full thing. You guys have seen this numerous times already. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fast forward until we hit the report page, and then we are gonna see what kind of timer we are getting from here. So without any sort of buffer on the team, we took 322 seconds. Is that right? Wow, that is incredibly long. Like usually it would take us roughly about 200 seconds and then we should be done. So this team is purely just units that are meant to be doing damage. So in terms of their kit specifically, they don't have anything that will like buff the overall squad or really buffing themselves. I think there are some that should be buffing themselves, but they don't buff the overall team. So when we are putting in the likes of, let's say, Phoenix or Alex, they are offering the debuffing aspect of things. So at that point, we probably will see a little bit of a difference because we are using it in a extended, battleground. So we should see an improvement. So we're gonna jump in again and then we'll see what's going on. So this time around, we obviously have added in Alex Gundam. So let's kind of see what we can do. So I think I'm just gonna put it all the way in the back behind the O. I think you put it anywhere, it should be fine, because right now this is a unit that's not meant to be doing a lot of damage, so that's why I'm okay. I'm fine with it just being in the back. So as far as charging an EXQ, it's probably gonna take a hot minute, because in arena we saw that it was not something that comes by really natural. Unless we have Mackenzie, then we probably should shave off a little bit of a timer, but we don't, so that's just the unfortunate factor. So after this run, I am going to run it back once again, but the other setup, I'm going to have Alex to be kind of like the main DPS, so I'm going to use unit that will specifically buff up the overall squad, and then I'm just going to see at that point in time where Alex is looking at. So in that run, I think I'm probably going to be adding in, some other debuffer like Alex, or not Alex, excuse me, Phoenix, Sasabi, and probably Kasatria. So those are kind of like your traditional buffer. And then probably add in, I don't know, Mark II. I think I'll probably add in Mark II as well. And then maybe even Borgazelis or something like that. Yeah, so this run, Alex is offering a little bit, at least like a good, maybe 2 mil damage at least. So okay, that's pretty good. I think timer wise is pretty fast as well, because I'm kind of talking to this already, but I'm not gonna talk the whole way through. You got a little bit more, but we're gonna skip over to the report page and see what's going on. Okay, so even with using Alex, it still took us a little bit longer than expected. It's 281, so it's definitely a good 40 seconds faster, so it's definitely up an improvement. So you guys can see, having a debuffer only one is still gonna make a good contribution. So when this unit is maxed out at 50% instead of 34%, I think the result is going to be better. But if you are talking about investing into this unit, maybe even the transcendent skill, I think overall we could even shape another 30 seconds off, because this unit at that point of time should be able to provide us with better stats, better stat, better attack stat, and all that stuff. So it would be better, but I think initially just being a support type role is not too shabby. So I'm gonna run it back one more time, but this time around I'm gonna try to have Alex to be the main damage roller and see what we can do. Alright, so this is going to be our final run. So this is the setup, or not the formation yet. So I'm still going to be keeping the O, because the O is going to keep Sasabi in check. So Sasabi is not going to be running wild and doing a lot of damage, while the other folks are just going to be doing their own buffing. We have Kasatria, Borgazelis, and then we have Phoenix as well. And then I'm just going to put Sasabi right over here, so it should be okay. And let's just gonna do that. So as far as the palette for Alex now, I am using Banaja Links, the one that goes along with the perfect ability. So in this instance, I feel like Alex should be better, because of the fact that Banaja is offering for green engineering a lot of buffing, a lot of range sense. So we are definitely seeing a lot of good numbers right off the bat. So that's good. All right. So if we do have this unit maxed out, meaning just T5 for example, I think this number would be a lot more impressive in a way. But right now, buffering this unit all the way through is really good. So if you do want to use this unit, let's say in a PvE content, right, I think it's good. It's just that you either have Benagers or you have Mackenzie. Like you have to have them, because otherwise we just don't have like another good green unit or green designated palette at the moment. So that's why you have to have it, right? So yeah, it's looking good. Like what do we have to say? So I think I'm just gonna end things out right here. So yeah, we definitely got a lot of testing going on for Alex Gundam. So hopefully you guys did enjoy watching this, and I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.